Right, we're here with Martyn Weaver and Ben Jones from Heljan. So Martyn Weaver, obviously from Hornby, you will know him, and Ben Jones is new to some of you. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
Now, we're in front of the Camelot on the Heljan stand. It's been a fantastic first day of Key Model World Live. We've had a lot of people come up and have a look at what Heljan's been up to. Martyn's had a pop over and had a little look. Martyn, what do you think?
I think it's great. I mean, the best place to start in is talking about the models themselves. I mean, the choice of them, the Deltic, I think was something that maybe a lot of people would expect someone to do in TT, and it's a lovely model. There's some better footage of it still, and those you get to see, it does look cracking, the weight of it, you've seen those videos. But the 122, that I think is such a smart move, because for people that have already got layouts, it's so compatible and nice and things. So yeah, a little bit jealous in some ways, right?
I bet you are. Ben, how do you feel about the initial reaction you've had from the audience that's come to see you today?
The reaction's been fabulous, actually. It's been universally positive. People, as Martyn hinted at, with the choice of models seems to have been really well received. We've not had any, say, the usual thing about, oh, I wish you'd done a thing, something else. But there's been none of that. It's people really seem to have taken to these two already, and the reaction to the actual physical samples has been brilliant. Absolutely.
I think, if anything, I know that the Deltic has made a big splash, as it obviously would. But people have come and stopped and looked at that 122. They've looked at how you've put the motor underneath and how that chassis detail works. And it's a stunning little model. It's going to be an absolute prize. I think I've done to my wife, but I've ordered a few of them already. Now, people are saying that I'm possibly being a bit too positive talking to you guys and not talking about the elephant in the room. Not that I personally think it's that much of an elephant, but we do know, and we are acknowledging, that these aren't currently HM7000 compatible. Have either of you got anything to say about that situation? I mean, at the end of the day, you are two individual businesses who are perfectly within your rights to actually go your own way, and some might even say that if you did things that were too compatible, maybe you'd be arguably, I don't know, is a cartel too strong a word for it?
No, but you could certainly be accused of that if you start working too close together. So I think what I'd like to say about these is that they won't be out for another year, and I think by next spring, when they're both available, the situation may have changed. There may be a workaround, or people will have got their heads around what they need to do to run these with HM7000. So it's still a work in progress.
Right, and without trying to lead you into letting one slip, because I know I've had a reputation of doing that with you. But if you were ever to do one of these interfaces with Bluetooth, I would imagine you're going to be doing it with a priority of your own models in mind. So, but maybe a more modern DMU, like a 700 with loads of flashing lights on the doors. So, I'll be right in saying that it's not impossible, but Hornby may consider.
It's definitely fair to say it's not impossible that we wouldn't consider, and you're right. I mean, any kind of HM7000 development is going to be done with our own models in mind, because that is our priority. We always look for compatibility where we can, but one thing to remember with HM7000 is there are a lot of really good systems out there, really good stuff out there, some really high-tech stuff. We've always tried to make HM7000 accessible in different areas, and this situation here is, and as Ben points out, we've got some time, and not everything is perfectly planned out all in a room together, because it can't be like that, and it'll probably never be like that, but we want it to be accessible, so it's within everyone's best interest that we somehow find a way. And I don't know as of here today what that is, because it's only really come to light today that we know. But I think the really important thing for people here is we've got a little bit of time, but the main thing is that we're acknowledging this, and it's not necessarily about one's or each other's commercials. It's about actually having a smooth and easy journey for our consumers, so there can be the crossover, because we want to get TT going, and we are getting TT going. I mean, we had Simon Coder's book launch today at the show, which has been a big point, but we're right down, the Hornby stand is right down by the entrance, so a lot of people kind of naturally come that way first. And TT has been without a doubt talk of the town. And this is a model world live. It's not just a model railway show. There are lots of other things as well, but it's been TT this. Now TT layout's not big. You've got a big 001, but all the eyes, all the questions are really on TT, and that's from established people that have already been doing it. There's also lots of new blood that come through the door at various ages. Even the electrics contractor for this place was over to with a tape measure because he wants to put a TT layout there. He's never had an interest in model railway. So we're going somewhere.
Yeah,
I know, Dad, from our point of view, we've got a fair few new bits in double O and O gauge that people have not seen before. But actually, they've been completely put in the shade by these two this weekend.
Yeah.
Loads of, we've had a crowd 2 or 3 deep at times, and they've all been wanting to see the TT, so it's really made a splash.
Yeah. Guys, I think this has been fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time out of what I know has been a really busy day.
Oh, let's take these guys.
Sorry, I'll edit
He's
it.
after a kiss of life.
Right, guys, thank you so much for your time. I hope
you.
I hope you're going to have another good day tomorrow. I've thoroughly enjoyed being part of this journey, and obviously there's more things to go along. Lots of people have actually asked me about your turntable up there, and whether or not you're ever going to consider doing something like that in TT.
Well, that's quite a big.
I'm going to zoom in on that while we're talking. There you go. There now again.
That's quite a sophisticated piece of kit, but maybe when it takes off. I'm not going to say it needs when it takes off.
As long as it retails under £480, sorry, under £400, which is what that one in their thing is, then you'll be fine.
Okay.
I didn't, Mrs. Hobbs, I didn't pay £400 for that.
Right, we'll bear that in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Cheers,
And that's all there is to tell. I'll be on my way now, sir. I've got urgent business in the south. I have to meet a man at Melbourne Junction.